Hello and welcome to this episode of Cosmic Crow Tarot. You remember this deck, right? I shared it a couple weeks ago and it has become my all-time favorite oracle deck. I freaking love this deck. It's the Memento Mori, brought to us by, if I can find it right there, Red Wheel, and they're the ones that published it. I do not know who the artist is in this deck, but whoever it is, wow, wow, wow. It's just the most incredibly beautiful deck I've ever seen. So I've already unboxed it, and when I did unbox it, there were some cards that stuck together, so you didn't see all of them right then, but that's okay. It's like a surprise when you get the deck yourself and you're like, oh, these are in there too. Yes, there's 36 different beautiful, awesome, amazing cards in here. And I'm like, I've already unboxed it. What else can I do with this deck? What can I share? So that's why I decided to draw a card for each of the zodiac signs from this deck. You know, that insight, that inspiration, that empowerment, what to do to embrace life. That's what this deck is for. You've got the information there on the back that I read last time too. 36 life affirming messages to seize the day and live each moment to its fullest, to love those around us more deeply, enjoy our work and daily activities fully, see beauty in all things and embrace fearlessness as we encounter the unknown. What do you need to focus on to be here now? So that's kind of the energy we're going to have in these one card readings for all 12 zodiac signs. And you know, the way I love to do these is random as can be. So we're going to use these awesome coins by Mystic Metals Divination. I think that's her name on Instagram. I'll put the link in the description below where you can find these as well. She does Kickstarters and stuff, and she has some extra usually that she can sell you, and they're just amazing. And I love using these to do this because it's random, you know? People will start with Aries, they'll end with Pisces. People will start with, at the making of this video, it's Virgo. So they'll start with Virgo and move right over to Leo as the end. And I like this because it's random as can be. And that way, you know, it's not unbalanced, it's not unfair, you know. Your zodiac sign will come up. It's one card at a time, so sit through it, enjoy each of the messages, because you know the zodiac signs, you know, we've got our sun, we have our moon, we have our Mercury, we have our Venus, we have our Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto. All of those play a part in who we are, as well as that sign that comes up on the horizon when we take our first breath. That's our rising sign. All of those play a part. And if you're ever interested and you have no idea how to find out that information, comment on this video, message me on the socials, then just ask me, you know, send me an email or something, and I will help you find that information. You will need to know the time you were born and the city you were born in order to find most of the information. So if you don't have that, I might not be able to help you, but if you do have that information, oh, this is a rabbit hole you can jump down and absolutely learn so much about yourself. So shall we get to it? Shall get to it, shall we? And see what different zodiac signs and what different messages the Memento Mori has to share with us. Now let's start by opening the box, right? In this box, I love, love, love how it opens. Look at how it slides. Isn't that cool? Just the way it slides apart, and you know, they keep safe in there, and this is a very, very durable box. I cannot even express how awesome I think this deck is. I love it. Let's get those two cards out of the way because they are like the description title cards there. And so I'm going to set that right up there, and we're going to pull one. Well, actually, I'm going to shuffle it first, you know, get the card's energy going so we have that like just kind of mixed up. One is flying away already, but look how just beautiful these work like this. Like the shape, the size in your hands. This is like a little bit smaller than playing cards, I believe, but the illustrations on them, you know, they're as big as life. I've got one of them, I took a picture of it and zoomed in on it and made it the background on my phone because I'm obsessed with this deck. I love it. I love the energy. I love the illustrations. I love the magic that it shares. So the little shuffling, really, really bad shuffling, because you know me, I'm not great at shuffling, is done enough. Let's pull one out and see which zodiac sign we have first and what message we have first. Dun, da, da, da. There we have it. That's the back. Leo. We're starting with Leo. So if we did do that thing where we did, you know, the zodiac sign, that's the time right now as of the making of this video, then Leo would be the last one. But no, we have Leo as first. That showman of the zodiac, the fixed fire, the zodiac sign of, like I said, showmen everywhere. Think Mick Jagger and Joe Elliott, Rolling Stones and Def Leppard. These men are up there in age and they're still shaking their butts and showing the world what they love to do and sharing that passion. So Leos, you know, if you're watching this, you are awesome. You have that sign. You have that inner lion that is ready to roar and shine. What does the Memento Mori have to share with you? See that one? That one's the one that's just like screaming, pick me, pick me, pick me. There we go. Rewind and reset. That is the message on this card. Now, there is no number or anything. You have that clock up there, and that clock, I believe, little hand is on the 12, big hand is on the 1, so we have like 12:05. So I don't know if that really means anything, but that 12:05, you know, that could be the middle of the day, it could be the middle of the night. And it's taking that moment, taking that pause to rewind. Think about all those things you were passionate about in the past. Think of those things that you've done. You know, if they didn't work out in your favor, it's time to reset that negativity. It's time to focus on the positive. You know, you're still alive, you're still going. That snake in the background there, you know, that's wisdom, that's knowledge. For me personally, that's downright absolute terrified fear. But when we face that fear, when we gain that knowledge and wisdom from the things that maybe didn't work out and the things that did, we can bloom to our best selves. So rewind and reset, Leo, tells you that you have what it takes to succeed by taking that time to rewind to those past experiences, those times you shined, the times you didn't. All of those experiences are with you that can help you reset your life and make it exactly what you want it to be. You were born to shine, Leo. You have that power. You have that potential. So rewind, respect yourself, remember the past, learn from those experiences, and know that knowledge and wisdom that you possess in the here and now can help you reset your life and make it exactly what you want to be moving forward. This card is going to go, I'm going to put it back in the box. That works. We have that card out. That is its message for Leo. So I'm going to set little Leo thing aside. You know, these are short and sweet, one little card messages to give you the insight, inspiration, empowerment you need to make the best of your life. That message of rewind and reset, that can work for any of us too. Take a moment, think back on our past experiences, and utilize that information that we have learned in order to transform our lives, to reset them, to feel like that blank slate is waiting for us to achieve whatever we want to achieve while we're here. I have a zodiac sign in my hand. Which one is it? Pisces. Pisces, the mutable water sign of the zodiac. Very, very, very intuitive sign. From experience, I know a lot of Pisces don't want to face those emotions. Those emotions can make or break us. The sign of the dual fish shows those arguments, those indecisiveness, that going down into that ocean of emotion and not being sure we can overcome those obstacles, overcome those negative emotions that might be holding us down. So what message does the Memento Mori have for you, my Piscean friends? I did that. I was like, woo, and it just kind of flipped over, but there are two there. So I'm just going to keep doing this for a couple more seconds and see which one wants to come up for the mutable water sign of the zodiac. It's this one. See how it's just kind of peeking out? It's the one that is calling to me. And it is Trust Your Familiar. Very, very interesting card. If you don't know what a familiar is essentially your pet. Any kind of pet, any kind of thing that is there with you. It's the ones that are interested in what you have to offer. I don't know, like a familiar we think of mostly like with witches and stuff, but really it's any kind of animal in my opinion. You know, my cat has no interest whatsoever in helping me with my craft and my tarot and stuff, but she wants to be in the room. She wants to be around me. So she's very much my familiar. If you're out working on something, if you're mowing the grass, use the mowing the grass example, and your dog is like right there laying beside the lawnmower or laying in the grass near you, that is your familiar. It's the one that has your back. It's the friend, you know, that's just there supporting you just in their own comforting way. And that's what a pet is. Trust your familiar. Trust that compassion and love that comes from your furry friends, from your feathery friends, from your fishy friends. Anything. The ones that are just there silently, that have your back. They might not have the wisdom and knowledge you need, but they have that love and compassion. They trust you. Trust them. You've got that familiar. You've got that friend at your back. You know, just like the cat in that illustration, your cat, your dog, your hamster, your rabbit, your rat, your mouse, your pet crow. That would be awesome. If anybody has a pet crow, please let me know, because I think that would be awesome. But it's just those, you know, appreciate the familiars around us. Appreciate the familiar experiences around us too. And trust those feelings, that kindness and compassion that comes with our animal friends, the ones that just, I can't think of the word right now, that compassion and love and that consideration, that they're just there and they love us even if nobody else does. So those ones that are just there when we hit our low points, when we go down into that ocean of emotion, and they still love us, and it's just that soothing feeling when you're petting your cat or stroking your dog's ears or whatever, you know, you've got that love and compassion. They trust you, so trust them as well. That is the message for you from the Memento Mori, Pisces. So we're going to move past this one and move right on to the next one. Let's set the Pisces thing aside. And who do we have next? Dun, 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 dun. I keep doing that. And there is Cancer. We go from the mutable water sign of the zodiac. That's fun. A mutable water sign of the zodiac to the cardinal water sign of the zodiac. Also a very, very, very intuitive sign. And also a sign that can be their greatest enemy, being that unconsolable, getting stuck in those negative emotions, wanting to use our claws, crab claws, to fight our demons and stuff. But you are the mother of the zodiac, Cancer. You have that loving, compassionate energy for the ones around you. You need to have that loving, compassion energy for yourself as well. That's how you can trust your intuition. Cancer signs are, like I said, some of the most intuitive signs of the zodiac. But if you let those emotions pull you under, you let those negative experiences hold you down. You're not learning the lessons those paths have to teach you, and you have to have that strength and that confidence, just as Pisces does, in order to come up from that ocean of emotion and really trust your intuition moving forward. What card wants to come up for you? That one's sticking out, isn't it? It definitely feels like the right one. Ooh, and it says rise. Now, there's two cards in this deck that I'm not the biggest fan of the illustrations, because it's a dead crow, and it has the skeleton and everything above it. But it's all those things that didn't kill you, Cancer. All those things that want to pull you under that ocean of emotion. You have the power to rise from it. Look at the moon in the illustration. The moon is what is connected to you. You have that strong intuition, and that strong intuition comes from a place in your emotions when you don't let those negative emotions pull you under, but you rise from it, rise from that pain, rise from that negativity, rise from that sadness, have kindness, compassion, and empathy, just as you do for others, for yourself as well, and rise above the hate, rise above the fear, rise above the negativity, so you can fly free from it and trust those emotions and your intuition more. So that is your energy from the Memento Mori, Cancer. And so rise above, you have that power. When you rise above those negative emotions, when you rise above that ocean of emotion, you can trust your intuition to help you fly free and help you learn more and help you achieve the future that you want to achieve. You just have to rise above the pain, rise above the sadness, rise above the negativity, and see your power and true worth, being that mother to yourself as much as you are for everybody else. Moving forward from Cancer, we go to... which one is this? Capricorn. So we go from the beautiful fish, or the dual fish, to the crab, to the goatfish. The goatfish is probably my favorite when it comes to zodiac symbols. It's a goatfish. How cool is that? You got that strong, intelligent mind as well as those strong emotions too. But one thing I've learned about Capricorns, despite the fact that they are the single most creative sign that I have ever met, when they focus on something, dude, they can absolutely achieve anything. My friend from work once was bored on his day off and he made a radio out of a soda can. I don't know how to do that, do you? But that shows just that focus, that diligence, that paying attention to the work. My dad told my mom before I was born that if she could draw her dream house, because she's really talented too, he could build it for her. And to this day, that's the house that they live in. That's how great Capricorns are at creating. But there is something there, that emotion, that ocean of emotion we've been talking about, that fear, that worry, that doubt, that anxiety. I think, this is a personal opinion, do not quote me on this, that Capricorns are really good at creating stuff because they don't want to think about their emotions. They don't want to pull them under. But even any sign of the zodiac, I know Pisceans that are exactly like this. They don't want to face their emotions. They don't want to learn from them. So they just focus on the hard work. They focus on the effort to create what they want, and they don't pay attention to those emotions. Like I said, any sign of the zodiac be like that. But Capricorn, definitely the most creative, has that kind of energy of just, not really wanting to focus on the sadness, focus on the negativity, focus on the fear. So they focus on their work instead. Okay, this is the one that's calling to me for Capricorn. I got two there, but we'll go with that one. Legacy Lives On is the card that comes up for Capricorn. You see there, he's got the book, he's learning, he's got that knowledge and wisdom and the experiences of the past. He's got all that in front of him, and he's taking the time to learn from it so his legacy can live on. I spoke about my father being that really talented, creative Capricorn that can take something and just make it like building a house. My friend at work, when I worked in a restaurant, taking something like garbage and making something of it. It's those things that we make, the things that we create that leave that legacy on. It's also the ones, when we create life itself, and those people, those children that live on after us, that keep that legacy going. You know, it's things that we create. Capricorns, that is the message that this card has for you. Any sign of the zodiac, it's the message that it has. You know, these can be 12 considerate messages that you can take and you can use to make your life what you want it to be while you're here. You know, Memento Mori means remember you're gonna die, but the other word that I cannot remember right now is remember to live while you're here, and that legacy of what we leave behind, what we create, what we experience, and apply that knowledge and wisdom to what we want to create in the here and now can be the legacy that lives on. So take a deep breath, Capricorn. Sit there and decide what you want to create. Learn from the experiences of your past. Do not let those negative emotions pull you under, and focus on what you want to create, what you're capable of in the here and now, because you're absolutely capable of anything, and your legacy will live on because you are the one that has the power to create it. But not being fair to any other zodiac sign here, so it's absolutely in any of our power to create our legacies and have them live on even after we're gone. So that is the message for Capricorn. Who is next? I turned it upside down. There it is. We have Gemini. Gemini is the mutable air sign of the zodiac. It's the sign of the twins, the extremely confident mind. There are some Geminis out there that I have met that are very narcissistic. They are the only ones that matter in the world when it comes to when you talk to them. But not everybody's like that, you know. There's good and bad signs to every zodiac. And to be completely honest, we talked about cats with the familiars a little bit ago. I think that was Pisces. And cats are extremely narcissistic, aren't they? Yes. You know, you think about yourself, you know, you're the only one that matters. We clean up their poop in litter boxes and stuff. Come on. They do think the world revolves around them. But Gemini, strong mind. You're confident. You have that ability to be confident if you're not. Trust your mind. Do not let that mind make or break you. The mutable signs, you know, they can go, they're the word that popped in my head is wishy-washy. I'm a mutable sign too. I'm mutable fire. So I'm not like talking offense to anybody. You know, those emotions, they can be wishy-washy. They can make or break us. So do not let that mind, those negative emotions overwhelm you, Gemini. Trust yourself. Confidence can take you very, very far when you trust your mind. You can absolutely achieve anything. Just look at the leader of the free world. He wanted to be president and he made it happen. Twice. So you have that ability. Whatever you focus on, whatever you want to achieve, when you trust yourself and trust your mind, you can do absolutely anything while you're here. It's this one. This is the one that's coming. That one's kind of, I don't know. It's just, that one's the one that's calling to me. So here we are. We are grains of sand. I love this card. I love that message and matter. And even like the sign of the twins. Look, there's actually 2 skeletons on this card. So it relates very, very well to Gemini now, doesn't it? So that we are grains of sand. That energy right there in that card reminds us, you know, life is short and there's many, we're not narcissists. There's many other people in the world that can help us or, you know, take advantage of us too. So by appreciating who we are, the grains of sand that we are while we're here, we can leave that legacy, leave that mark. Just remember humility, remember humbleness. That means the same, doesn't it? Remember that we are like what we can achieve while we're here. We might not be anything in the great scheme of things. We're one of, how many people are on this earth at this time? Like 10 billion or something? We're just one of those people, the grains of sand on the ground. Like, you see that stuff and you see how small and minute it is. And we are small and minute as well. We have to remember that so that we can appreciate the others around us too. So we are grains of sand. Gemini says, you know, put that love out there, put that compassion out there, be there with others as well, and they can help you achieve your goals while we're here. You might be awesome all on your own, but we are even better when we come together and see each other as equal. That is the message I'm seeing in this card. So Gemini, you are awesome. You have that strong mind, and you're there, and you help others, and you work together with others. You can help become more than just a grain of sand. So that is the message for you, Gemini. Who is up next? I should put it here so you can actually see me mixing them around. There's not so many anymore. I think, yeah, we've got 5 done so far. So now we are on number 6, Aquarius. Aquarius is the illustration you have there. They're a little bit difficult to see, but you see the water being poured because it's the water bearer. Not to be confused with water signs, because this is the fixed air sign of the zodiac, and the one that I personally like the most. No offense to any of their zodiac signs, but they're weird, they're proud, they're innovative, they're original thinkers, and they are not afraid to let those freak flags fly. Funny little thing about Aquarius is that I really, really love the most is they want to make humanity a better place while they're here, but they don't like people. I can relate to that so much. Like I said earlier, there was 10 billion people in the world. I have social anxiety disorder, so I shudder when I think of that. I went to a concert in Ocean City, Maryland back in May. And it was Boardwalk Rock, and I think I've mentioned this in the videos before. It was I was there in that short that I shared that gave all my tarot cards to the ocean because I was an idiot, got them too close. Yes, that's there, in my shorts. It's like the only short I have available, so if you click on that, you can see my really, really, really dumb idea. That's beside the point, though. It has nothing to do with Aquarius, except for the fact that there were 77,000 people at that place. I guess 76,998, not including my husband and I. So it was downright terrifying. So I can totally relate to that Aquarius energy of not liking people, but humanity. Like we said, we are grains of sand. Humanity are those grains of sand. When we come together, we can achieve anything while we are here. What message wants to come up for you, Aquarius? That one. That one's the one that's calling to me. There we are. Return. Return is the name of the card. Return is the illustration that we have here, sitting in that coffin or laying in that coffin. That reminds me a lot of the energy of the Four of Swords of the Tarot. The Four of Swords of the Tarot says, take a break, return back to our home, return back to that place we feel comfortable so we can find that strong foundation and begin the next chapter. So, you put yourself out there, Aquarius, you get around too many people, it just feels overwhelming and stressful and everything, and then you get home. You get home, you lay in that chair, you lay in that bed, and you just like, peace, harmony. I am by myself and I can do whatever I want. I can focus on the weird things I want to create, the weird things I enjoy. And in return, I might be able to help humanity too. So do not let that stress pull you under, Aquarius. Do not let the people that don't agree with you, the people that, don't appreciate your amazing abilities and your capabilities and your potential, don't let them pull you under. Trust yourself. Return back to that safe place within you that knows how awesome you truly are. See the purple and everything in the background? The purple flowers, it's beautiful, isn't it? I love this illustration, but I love all of them. But that purple there, the only way you can create purple in life is to combine the red and the blue, right? So that red is that passion, the enthusiasm, even the anger at times. But when you transfuse that anger into joy and you just let the negativity go and return back to the awesome person that you are, you can let that passion slide through. You can let that love and zest for life slide through so that you can make every day beautiful while you're here. The blue is the logic, the intuition, the knowledge. That's the other half of purple, right? So trust your intuition, trust logic. And Aquarius is astrologic connected to Uranus and and King of Swords, so that lead with logic is a big part of Aquarius energy. So don't let those emotions pull you under. Let your heart lead as well as letting logic lead. Trust your mind. Return back to where you feel comfortable at so that you can make your point while you're here. Make your place while you're here. Leave your mark while you're here, Aquarius, because you have a lot to share and a lot to give. So, you might not like people. People might not like you. But when you let that freak flag fly and you are true to you, then you can inspire humanity and, return back to feeling like the awesome person you truly are. Moving forward now, away from Aquarius, who do we have next? Virgo. Virgo is the energy there. How beautiful is that butterfly? That is the Virgin of the Tarot, or Zodiac, not Tarot. And the one related to the Hermit, the one related to the Knight of Pentacles, and the mutable earth sign of Zodiac. That's what I was missing. Yeah, I said my dad was the creative one because he was the Capricorn. My mom was the Virgo. So yeah, she's just as capable of creativity. We all are, though, creating something beautiful. But that Virgo energy related to the minor arcana of the tarot is the 8, 9, and 10 of Pentacles. So working hard, putting in the work and effort, practice makes perfect, paying attention to the little details can lead us to being able to buy whatever we want. This deck, perhaps, and it's really cheap, too. I would just throw that out there. Memento Mori is like less than $15, and it's so worth every penny of it. I freaking love it, but I've already said that, right? So, mutable earth sign, you do not let those emotions overwhelm you. You do emotions can make or break you. When you feel grounded, comfortable, and safe in your skin, and you focus on what you want to create, practice makes perfect. You can leave that legacy, the energy of the Ten of Pentacles, greatness for your family that comes after you, greatness for your own life as well. And just, you have that ability to create something beautiful. I know a lot of times Virgos are their own worst enemies. They need the approval of others, you know, the appreciation of others before they see how beautiful their work really is. But you have it, Virgo. Don't doubt yourself. You have that ability to create beautiful things in life. You just need to trust yourself more. Okay, what message comes up for Virgo? That is the only one shining. Well, not shining, but showing. So let's flip it over. There it is. Hold space. Now, this is a very, very interesting card. And again, like, there's only 2 words and an illustration. So there's not a lot to go with. It's kind of just trusting your intuition. And like it says, holding space, taking that moment to breathe, you know, appreciating all the things that you have already achieved. You see that glass case, you see that skull in it. It's all that hard work and effort, all the beauty that you've already created. It's taking up space. Appreciate it. Appreciate all those things that you've worked hard to achieve in the past, because that's going to give you the confidence and wisdom and knowledge that you need to create even more beautiful things moving forward. So hold space, hold yourself up, see your own worth, and believe in your worth and power, and you have the potential to create absolutely anything. So hold space just gives me the idea, Virgo, that you are ready to create something new, beautiful. You are ready to bring some beautiful thing into life by appreciating what you've already done, seeing your own worth, and holding that space, you know, appreciating the space you have to create those beautiful things. You're going to be able to create it. That skull is looking right at you, Virgo, saying you are enough, you've got this, you have the space, the time, and the dedication and effort that you need to create something beautiful while you're here. Who is next in this fun little game of zodiac signs? Don't have much to go now. There we are. We have Taurus. Taurus is the fixed earth sign of the zodiac, one of my favorite signs. I married one after all. Most patient sign of the zodiac. They are known for being stubborn, but that's stubbornness. Like Virgo, like Capricorn, like all of the zodiac signs' ability to create. They had the patience and the dedication to create beautiful things. Yes, my husband is a Taurus, and there was 1 year, really, he creates the beautiful things that I want in life. So does my best friend, who's a Libra. Like the ability to just have that patience and that dedication. Like, I had my husband make me pumpkins 1 year. He carved them, he created them. Like, he put the pentacle on one of them, he put a cat on one of them, and seriously, it took him like 8 hours. I don't have that patience. I'm a Sagittarius, and it's just like, no, I don't have that patience. So that's why I asked him to do it. But Tauruses, you have that patience and that dedication. You know how to appreciate the beautiful things in life. And in turn, you know how to create beautiful things in life as well. While you were here, you have that ability. Wow, that card is the one that I'm going to use because it just like flipped over right there, and there it is. Accept. I again love this illustration. It's absolutely beautiful, and it's like I was talking, it just kind of flipped out. If they all did that, then we probably would have, not fan them out. But accept. And this gives me this strong message. Like, see the poppies and everything there. The poppies, you think of Wizard of Oz and you think of the fact that they all went to sleep there, and poppies are in a lot of drugs out there. And I'm getting that kind of energy from accept, is we're letting those negative emotions and stuff to make us turn to like the vices and addictions that makes us not want to face what's really bothering us. There's the moon in the background, which the moon is emotions. So in astrology, so that energy of your emotions pulling you under, you don't want to face them, so you're giving into those vices and addictions and stuff. And every step that you take, we get closer and closer to that Grim Reaper. We get closer and closer to that end. So it's kind of saying, you have to accept the good, the bad, as well as the good. Accept while you're here that you have this opportunity to create anything. Do not let those negativity, those grudges, that stubbornness hold you back from trusting your emotions to help you lead a life that you truly love. Do not fall into that negative emotions. Do not fall into those vices and addictions where you can't see the way forward. You have what it takes, Taurus. You have that ability. When you stay grounded, you stay focused on what you want. You have that patience to create what you want in life. There's that red we talked about with Aquarius as well, because it created the purple flowers that we saw. That red energy can be anger as well as passion, enthusiasm, and love. So instead of focusing on the anger, the grudges, the negativity that's just going to keep holding us under until our lives are over, you've got to accept that the past is behind you. Accept what is done is done. Learn from those experiences so you can let love, passion, enthusiasm, a zest for life lead you forward and create the life while you're here. Yes. Yes, that is the message from Accept, Taurus. Let's move right forward. Who do we have now? Sagittarius. There is the arrow. Like I said, that is my zodiac sign. I love the fact that Taurus and Sagittarius, like side by side, they just went together because, yes, my husband is the Taurus and I'm the Sagittarius, so he keeps me grounded and focused. Mutable fire sign of the zodiac, that is Sagittarius. We love to learn, we love to shoot for the stars, and we're optimistic and blunt to a fault. I kind of love that energy about Sagittarius, like blunt. We try to be kind and compassionate, but you know, the truth has to come out. So we don't care if we hurt people when we do it. Yes, that's Sagittarius energy. We'll tell you how it is, whether you want to hear it or not. And, you know, me using the Memento Mori Oracle and sharing these messages, you know, you have that message there. Remember, we're all going to die eventually. So live our lives to the best that we can while we're here, inspiring the world, not spying on the world, but inspiring the world while we're here and leaving our mark on the world while we're here as well. What message comes up for you, Sagittarius? It's this guy. This guy is the one that's calling to me. There it is. Reflect on your true face is the card that we have here. And I love this. I love this message there. Like, you know, reflect. Sagittarius is the sign of the truth. Like, it's the one that's, like I said, we're blunt to a fault and we'll share the truth whether anybody wants to hear it or not. So we have to take that time, Sagittarians. Take that time to reflect on our own truths. Reflect on what makes sense to us, what our true truths are, so that we can be true to who we are. Sagittarius is very, very known. We're kind of the kind sign that, I know this is true because I have a bad habit of this. Maybe not, figuratively or literally, but figuratively I do. I would give my last dollar to somebody that needed it. Sagittarius are known. They would give the shirt off their backs. You know, we're there. We want to be friends with everybody. We want to be the life of the party. We want to make the people around us happy. But by doing that, what part of ourselves are we giving up? Reflect on your true face, Sagittarius is kind of saying, you know, take that time to reflect on your own truth. See your own worth. Take that time to look in the mirror and appreciate the person looking back at you. Every sign of the zodiac is enough, and you are too, Sagittarius. You don't have to change for anybody. You don't have to, you know, lie about who you are just to fit in. I know I've done that myself, trying to be something I'm not just because I didn't fit in with society. But it's the ones that don't fit in society, the ones that think differently, that have the power to change the world. So reflect on your true face, reflect on your truth, so that you can find love for yourself. See the roses, the red and everything. You don't have to be angry because you're not being true to who you are. We're all, you know, the same on the inside. So don't let anybody tell you you aren't good enough, because you absolutely are. And then you can let love lead you in everything you do while you're here. Remain optimistic, believe in your worth, see your truth and reveal it to yourself, or reflect on it so that you can reveal it to yourself and see your power and potential and truth, Sagittarius. You can aim for the stars, be true to who you are, and create the life that you truly want to live. Who is next? We only have a few. I think we haven't seen Libra yet. Who else have we? There's 3 in here. Yeah, we haven't seen Libra. We haven't seen whichever one this one is until now. Aries. Aries is there, yes. I couldn't remember the zodiac signs. Yes. Arians, the cardinal fire sign of the zodiac. They leap into things. They have the confidence and wisdom they need. Sometimes they don't think before they leap, so there is that issue, but they're not afraid to keep trying. You know, the more you try, the more effort you put in, the more you're not afraid to take chances and step out of your comfort zone, the more you learn to keep doing it again. Cardinal fire sign of the zodiac, you know, that passion, that leader of the zodiac. You guys are capable of anything you set your mind on, anything that you focus on, just as all the zodiac signs are. And when you let that inner fire lead you, you can achieve absolutely anything. So what card wants to come up for you, Aries? It's this guy right here that is calling to me, Aries, and there it is, love endures. I like that this card came up, and this might be a little bit personal, but the energy is there and I see it. And I know the longer we live and the longer we experience life, the more we lose the people that we love. Now, the person that I lost was my brother, and he was the Aries. So this is very, very personal, like I said, and very strong. But like I said, the longer we live, the more we lose. So that love endures card, the illustration here says the people that have left us, the people that were there, the people that fit in our lives, fit that mold, and we always had that we don't have anymore, they are still there. The love and appreciation and the kindness and compassion and just the memories especially, they're there. And that love that we had for these others, it's still there with us, whether they are or not. The memories that we've made with them, the love that we had for them will always be there with us. Love endures, Aries. That tells you, you know, no matter who we lose, no matter what life throws at us, the love that we had, the love that we still have for the ones that are gone, the things that are gone, the experience that were gone, it will endure. We keep going, you know. We are all energy, and that energy, like science has told us, energy is neither created nor destroyed. So, you know, those people are still there. Those memories are still there. We'll still be there when we're gone. And it's the love that we share with the world, and it's the love that we give that will endure the test of time. I love that message, don't you, Aries? You know, that message works for any of us, any sign of the zodiac, because we all lose people. We all live, we all laugh, we all love, we all go. So that love that we share is definitely going to endure no matter where we are or what life throws at us. There is Libra next up, and then that will leave us with Scorpio for the final one. Libra is the cardinal air sign of the zodiac. Like I said, that is my best friend. His zodiac sign is Libra. And dude, if you like get a reading from me sometimes, see the necklaces around my neck, see the mobile that hangs in my canopy when I do festivals. He created every single bit of it because he had that dedication and that focus. Libra is known as the sign of partnerships, kind of like Cancer, and the energy that they give their love and compassion and everything to their significant others and want them to succeed more than they do themselves. But Librans, that works. You are just as capable of anything that you set your focus on and your mind on. So what card wants to come up for you, Aries? And I apologize if it seems like I'm skipping and stuff. The dog keeps barking, and so I keep pausing it so that you don't hear the dog barking, because dogs are annoying like that. I prefer cats. That's beside the point, though. What card wants to come up for you, Libra? It's this one right here. What message do we have? Support. That is a very strong, I feel like that's a great message for you, Libra, because like I said, you're the sign of the partnerships. You want that significant other to succeed. You want to shine, let them shine. You want to sit in the background. That's the Librans that I've met in life. They're not usually the ones that want to shine. There's also like examples when that's not true. Take both lead singers of the band Van Halen. Sammy Hagar and David Lee Roth were both Libras, and they definitely shined. So that kind of reminds you, Libra, that you are absolutely capable of shining on your own. But those people that you love, those partners that you have, those support people that you have, they definitely can support you in your endeavors as well. See all the butterflies and everything in the background? Those remind you of transformation. You know, take that time for yourself. You are the 2, 3, and 4 of swords of the tarot, so you have that indecisiveness by taking that time to look within, appreciating that support people, the support family you have behind you, the ones that can help you transform. You know, take that time for yourself, learn from those experiences that didn't kill you and made you stronger. They can help you create something better. 4 of Swords energy is right there too, and you have that rest and reflect. So, you know, appreciate all that support that you have in your life and know that you had the power to transform when you take that time to learn. Appreciating the people that have your back, you know, you support them, they'll support you as well. That is the message for you, Libra. And last but certainly not least, the final coin in this thing, this tiny little bag, is Scorpio, the fixed water sign of the zodiac. Now, just like the other water signs of the zodiac, or any signs of the zodiac for that matter, it reminds us that our emotions can make or break us. And those emotions, Scorpio, are what pull you under that water, that ocean of emotion. When you can become inconsolable, when you don't see any way forward, you are the zodiac sign most related to the death card of the tarot. So you have that appreciation for life as well as death. So all of these cards, you know, you might love them. You know, any sign of zodiac, how could you not love them? They're freaking awesome. Unless you don't like skeletons and skulls, then I understand. But Scorpio energy, or fixed water, those emotions of yours can help you transform your life, help you live again after what has come to an end. Just take my personal favorite Scorpio there is. It is the lead singer of Nickelback, Chad Kroeger. Talk about somebody that has had negative emotions thrown at him. You know, he's voted ugliest rock star. Nickelback for the longest time was told they sucked. but they never gave up. So be like Chad, Scorpio. Be like Chad. All of us who let those negative emotions go or pull us under, let them go so that we can create something from the pain, so we can make something beautiful and leave a legacy while we're here. What message wants to come up for you, Scorpio? This one is the final one we're going to be sharing, and there it is. Enter the unknown. I love this card. I love this message. It came up in one of my oracle readings lately. But enter the unknown, Scorpio says, you know, the past is the past. The past is behind you. Let it go, learn what it has to teach you so that you can enter that next chapter. Enter the unknown and achieve what you want to set out to achieve. Since I have this weird little setup, it's not going to be easy to do. I'm not going to have to be able to flip it. But there, we have the death card on one side of this, and you know what awaits when you let go of the past, when you let that pain and the negativity and everything go? The Empress. Creativity and creation itself. It reminds you, Scorpio, at any sign of the Zodiac, that what doesn't end us makes us stronger. And that strong foundation, this ability to keep going no matter what life throws at us, gives us that ability and knowledge and wisdom and confidence we need to enter the unknown. So enter that unknown, Scorpio. Come out of that ocean of emotion and face the new chapter of your life that gives you what you need to do, what you have what it takes to do what you need to do. And you have the ability, you know, to slice through life, to, you know, appreciate life while you're here. You're not gone. You have the ability to focus on what you want to focus on. Enter that unknown with confidence and fly free while you're here, transforming your life for the better. Those are the messages for the Zodiacs, all 12 signs of the Zodiac by the Memento Mori. They were short and sweet. I do apologize for like the slight little dog barking and everything, but that's why I had to, like, you know, quickly get it done, because I don't think she's gonna stop. So as always, I want to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said in the last one about this deck, I'll totally be sharing a card from this deck with each and every tarot reading I do. So if you're interested in that, comment on this video, book one, comment this video, message me on the socials, or book one directly on my website, a reading that is. And I will put a link in the description below of where you can purchase this deck for your own collection as well. Amazon has it. And as well as Weiser, Red Wheel, their website has it for sale right now as of the making of this video. Amazon, it will be released on October 6th, I believe. So, you know, you might have to wait if you get it that way, but it's worth the wait. It's such an awesome deck. I hope you enjoyed the message that it shared. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you again in the next one.